Well, here's something you don't see every day. A soda bottle tree. Well, the bottles are just growing on trees around here. Look at this. We have old Coke bottles and A&W. And look at this Mountain Dew bottle. It's got that old logo. That has been here for a while. And here we are, another Saturday and another adventure. And this week brings us to Milaca, Minnesota at Hairy Mosquitoes. It's a trading company with antiques and all sorts of fun things to see. And so I saw this place when I was coming up to Grand Rapids, Minnesota a few weeks ago, going to the Judy Garland Museum. And I thought, this is definitely a place I'm going to have to come back to. So here we are. Welcome to another edition of Tommy Travels. It's Tommy Travels. This place is going to be a fun adventure. I don't even know what we're getting into, but there's a lot of cool things, at least here on the side of the highway. So come on with me, let's go see what there is to see. Looks like we got a little rhinoceros here. Just a little guy, but still tough enough to bounce out the people that don't come in between the hours of Thursday through Monday, 10 to 6. If you come in on a Tuesday, this guy's gonna get you. Come in on a Wednesday, this guy's gonna get you. Come in on a Thursday, you're cool. As I said, I found this place on my way up to Grand Rapids, Minnesota to see the Judy Garland Museum. And one of the first things I saw up there was a lawnmower, just like this one. Before these two adventures, I hadn't seen one since I was in about first or second grade when my dad had one. And now I'm running into them all over the place, apparently. Seeing things from my childhood at antique shops always makes you feel old, that's for sure. And we've even got a bear here, and I believe this is a friendly bear because he is here to welcome you. Hello, bear. Nice to be here. Thank you for your warm welcome. And here we have what I thought was Dino from the Flintstones. He's about the perfect size. I don't think that's him, but it does look like he's looking for Fred. I was trying to figure out what this sculpture was here with the legs. I thought it was a spider, but then when I moved around to the front, I realized, yep, it is definitely a bee. See a lot of those around here this time of year. And look at the stinger on this thing. That would hurt. Well, this place is pretty big. They've got all sorts of animals. Deer and bears. All sorts of things to look at. And even Bigfoot. Holy cow, I finally found him. In my Tommy Travels Adventures. There he is, right there. And it's pretty cool because I've now found more Sasquatches than anybody on any of those reality shows. And right next to Bigfoot, a dinosaur from millions and millions of years ago. He has been standing here for a long time. And all of these things are for sale too, by the way, at Hairy Mosquitoes. That's just not display stuff. For $950, this little guy can be yours. Well, hello, sir. Top of the morning to you. You seem like somebody that I want to be nice to, because you've got the bow and arrow and From what I can tell, you are quite a bit faster than I am. Check out this old cannon they have here. Pointed right at the cars coming down the highway. I'm not sure that's too safe, but it is unloaded, so I think they're okay. And if you're musically inclined, Hairy Mosquitoes has you covered with the musical instruments. I feel like if I had been in music class as a student in grade school or high school, that's what I would have played. And I would have had to carry it on the bus to and from home every day. Check out this old boat they've got out here. It's definitely seen its better days, but it definitely attracts attention from the highway. And look at what we have here, right in the middle of the field. An old car. And this baby is for sale too. You can have her for only $200. Very low price, because she is a beaut. And here's a look at the interior. Very sleek AM/FM radio with the manual windows and the covered seats. Yep, very beautiful. She needs a little TLC maybe, but definitely worth taking home. They've even got an old hippie bus. Check out this thing. Oh my gosh. Hippie bus junk shop. That's awesome. Boy, this reminds me of going into school. Look at this, what they have. They've got all sorts of stuff in here that you can get. Look at that, a table full of little animals, kids' toys, antique stuff in here. Look at this, this is a whole kitchen up in here. With the old green bus seats that I remember. Antique freezer, oven. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Wow. Look at all these. This bus, I would have to say, was worth the price of admission. Look at this, they've got just all sorts of stuff here. Canning jars and silverware. Look at this brass train they've got here. And I like this old German Stein. Just everything to make a home sweet home. Look at this little tractor. Parked right out in front of the old mobile gas station. We've got the old gas pump out here. Hubcaps. Very authentic. It's kind of like stepping back into the 50s. Even with the place where you can cash out. This is pretty neat. What they can do with an old shed these days. Well, will you check this out? They have a hillbilly bandstand with the rockin' sculptures right out front and the American flag on the ceiling. I don't think you can say America any better than this. Just look at that, will ya? It just screams awesome. And look at this guy right here. We got ourselves a monkey. And you can have one too for only $550. That is what I call some monkey business. I love this. This chalkboard, it says, "Welcome, thanks for looking. Ask about classes." And that is right next to this sign. Go away. That's awesome. Here's a cool bird feeder right next to a couple things you don't see every day. A gnome standing next to a jackalope. That is just wonderful. This bird feeder says, "Try me." And it has this handle here, so let's see what happens when we pull down. Woo! Holy crap! Whoa! That scared the heck out of me. Look at this. Oh my gosh. That is great. One more time, we gotta do that. Woo! Correction, that was worth the price of admission. And here they have a sign that says, "Hairy Mosquito, biker gang parking only." And they've got the bikes parked right there for a gang of people that ride those kind of bikes. Hey, didn't I see you once before at another location at a previous video and I kicked you out of there? You came up here, didn't you? Following me around. I don't know if I like that. But as long as you're following me, welcome to Tommy Travels. And then on the indoors here, we've got an old antique shop with all sorts of things. Like a bear, and a hat, and some goods. An old cowboy. Looks like he's shooting the breeze. Phonograph. Behind the counter. And even an Indian carrying a deer. Very cool. This is a really interesting place. If you've never been here to Hairy Mosquitoes, you gotta check it out. It's something to see. Look at this. They've got an old goofy phone in here. Lots of old things. Singer sewing machine, look at that. That's got to go back a few years. Next to a piano. Oh, look at this. An ant with a baby head. Wow. That's interesting. Well, this has been another great adventure here today on another Saturday in Milaca, Minnesota at Hairy Mosquito Trading Company. And now it is time to hop on the old chopper and cruise home. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. It's been an absolute blast. Very cold, but very fun. And if you enjoyed what you saw here today, please go ahead and hit like on my YouTube channel. And while you're at it, go ahead and hit subscribe and the bell notification right next to it. Just gives you future updates of videos that are yet to come. And also, if you want to hook up with me on Facebook or Instagram, you can just go to TommyTravels.fun. All sorts of ways to get a hold of me. And so, once again, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I hope to catch you on the flip side.